Do you know what time it is? It's silver and gold time. Woo, woo, woo. Let's get straight into it. Guys, do not place a trade based on this monkey's video that you're watching right now. This I love trading. Don't place a trade based on what you see in this video, guys. It's just, you don't place a trade because someone says something is good, right? You place a trade based on what your plan says, right? Don't buy, short, sell anything, what I say, all right? Just don't buy anything. Let's get straight into silver and gold. Now, let's have a look at what happened with silver today. Silver actually had just a pretty much just a nothing day today. Pretty much a nothing day today going on with the markets. Let me bring up, say, the 3 month view. Pretty much nothing day, bit of a sideways day again, like really nothing going on. But we are definitely, remember, we're still in this overall big upward trend. And once again, guys, we have definitely started to see this trend completely change. Let me bring up this line chart, this chart here for a minute, because you'll be able to see a lot more clearer on what's going on. And guys, remember, when you're trying to view the charts a bit more clearer, bring it back to just a blank chart like this, and you'll be able to see lower high, lower low, breaking of the lows, finding support now making a higher high. Buyers are starting to come into control when it comes to silver and gold. Makes sense, guys? So definitely not really much happening with silver and gold. With silver there, looking at gold, pretty much the same thing, pretty much just a sideways movement, not really much going on there when it comes to that. But once again, guys, we've got a nice breakout, bit of a doji day. Whether it has a little backing feel or whatever, I still believe we're going to get up to this top up here. I don't know when, but that's my first target, and then obviously you have and then a lot more upside from there as well too. Looking at the SLV price and the GLD price, so the SLV price, pretty much the same thing. It looks like we may actually get that gap filled here, coming into that there. And the GLD price, once again, it just came off just a little bit. Yes, we have a little gap here that looks like that may be filled as well too. Actually, no, I forget what I just said there. It may come off, it may not, we don't know. But not every single gap gets filled on this chart. Well, maybe that's incorrect. Maybe that's incorrect. Maybe we do get some. There's a few gaps here that haven't been filled, and so on and so forth. So, I'm still really bullish long term, guys. On getting it on silver and gold. Again, pretty much a nothing day when it comes to that. One thing I do want to bring up is I did a video yesterday, and on that video I said, now I talked about I talked about this. Let me talk about this here. So I talked about how I got into this level through here, and I got into a buy signal here, right? So I got into some call options here, and I said this is the entry for me to get into some call options. This is what I was personally waiting for to see, and when it happened, that was my time. That was my chance to actually take a call option trade. Makes sense? So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because my very last video that I did, let me show you this over here. All right, so the very last video I did, this was here, is silver and gold on the move, and you can see this video here. So you can see here spot on so far. Yes, gold filled the gap. This is good. And this one here, I sold quarter of my gold position today. Gold still has the gap to fill. I believe 1350, 70 tap will go down to 1300, and then we clear 1360. Anthony, just be careful on what you think. You know what I mean? Because the market, it's not. I hope you're not be buying on something that you think is going to happen. Right? It's definitely the wrong way to go. But one thing I want to talk about, guys, is this guy here. Right? He says, if you are holding for a year or more, how is it too late to get in? I'm confused. So in this video here, on the video I did yesterday, I talked about how it was too late to get into it now. Now, it was too late to get in for me. The thing is that you don't just get into something because it's a good idea. You wait and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait for that right entry, then you get in. You know what I mean? The thing is that for me, it's like I'm a long-term buy and hold guy, but I was waiting for that right time to enter. And I'm only going to get into the trade for when it's the right time to enter, because based on what I believe and what I know. Makes sense? So when I said on that video, it's too late to get into it now, The reason why is because for me, that was my entry signal. See, that comment that was made just on my video yesterday, if you're holding for a year from now, how is it too late to get in? I'm confused. You still want to make sure you're getting in at the right time. You want to wait for I'm always going to wait for the right time to get into it, the right trading setup, the right movement. Makes sense, guys? So I'm always going to wait for that. I'm always going to wait for that movement to happen and to come into place. Makes sense? So you don't want to just get into something because you think, oh well, I'm going to get in this trade right now. It doesn't really matter when I get into it because I think for a year from now it's going to go up. It's like, no, you don't think like that, right? You still have to wait for your entry timing. I was waiting for something for something on the chart to tell me it was a good time to enter. That was back then. Whatever you guys do is totally up to you. Whatever you guys want to do, it's totally up to you. But the thing is this, is that you don't just get in now because you think it's going to go up. You know what I mean? It's like you don't say, well, I'm going to get in now because I think it's going to go up. No, I've waited this entire year for that entry for me to get in at the right time, for me to get in on that trade. That's what I waited for. That was my entry. You only get into the market based on what you know exactly on an entry point. You don't just say, well, this actually looks pretty good. I think it's going to go up for the next year. I'm going to get into it. No. If I am holding for a year or so, yeah, but I still want to make sure that I'm getting in at the right time. I'm not just going to buy it because I think it's because the thing makes sense, guys. I think I've beat this horse to the cows come home. You only get into a position once you have confirmation of exactly what you're looking for. And you must know what you're looking for. You don't say, well, a year from now I expect it to go up so I can get in whenever I want to. No, you still want to have a good timing point. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, I hope this helped you out. I get frustrated, guys, at sort of comments like that because a lot of people think, well, if you think it's going to be good for a year from now, it doesn't matter when you get in. It's like, yeah, you still need that. You still need that time. You still need that entry. And the thing is this. I hope that you're not buying and selling based on what I say on this video, but you buy and sell based on what you know that works. See this entry bar right here, guys? This entry, I knew that was a good time to get into the markets because everything lined up with my rules to say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. My rules don't say get in here. Because I don't know what's going to happen. We actually could get a backing fill and we actually could just go straight down through here. Make sense, guys? So I don't know what's going to happen, but you always want to wait. You always want to get in at the right time for what you know what the market's doing. Don't be saying, well, this guy said it's good for the next year or so and he's bought long-term options, so I'm going to do the same thing. No, you must do. It's not about this one trade for me, guys. If I have a losing trade on gold right now, it's not going to bother me because I have all my other trades going on. Make sense, guys? So anyway, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next video.